gal white, gal Chinese, Trini gal Asian, Guyanese.
Tonight on Raw Chute Jamaica, Vybz Kartel speaks out on the Trinidad travel drama. Dead fish wash ashore in Hanover, sparking fear and confusion, and a nurse is attacked after a roadside clash in St. Andrew. It's raw. It's real. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Raw Chute Jamaica, where we keep you locked in with the hottest and most unfiltered news straight from the streets. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because we bring the realness every time. Jamaican dancehall star Vybz Kartel is making headlines again, this time over his upcoming trip to Trinidad and Tobago. In a video posted to Instagram on May 16th, Kartel responded to restrictions placed on his visit by the Trinidad and Tobago government. But according to him, the confusion wasn't his fault.
This is Vybz Kartel, as you know, and since recently I've been seeing a lot of things in the media as it relates to Vybz Kartel performing in Trinidad. There is no problem with Vybz Kartel performing in Trinidad. You know what I mean? The necessary permits are granted. The problem lies in where the promoter took it upon himself and tried to fill Vybz Kartel itinerary with things that had nothing to do with Vybz Kartel performance.
He explained that the extra events, like radio interviews, a youth center visit, and meetings, were arranged by the event promoter, Jaco Entertainment, not by him personally. As a result, the government removed those parts of the trip and kept only the concert performance. Kartel says he fully understands and has no problem with that. The problem is, the promoter added activities that had nothing to do with my show, he said. The defense minister decided to cancel that part of the trip, and that's fine by me. He went on to say, I just want to perform for the fans in Trinidad. It's been over 15 years since I've seen them. That's what I'm here for. Fencer Wayne Sturge addressed the situation, saying the restrictions were necessary to protect the nation's children. He pointed to international child protection standards and local laws to support the decision. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar backed the move, saying no one has unlimited freedom when it comes to public responsibility. Originally, Kartel's visit included community outreach and media appearances, but those plans were removed. While he's focused on performing, Kartel still had a message for the promoter: do better.
I'm going to the Vybz Kartel concert.
What you know about Kartel?
What?
Come on up your mother.
Residents in Hanover, Jamaica are raising the alarm after dozens, possibly even hundreds of dead fish started washing up along the coastline. From Sandy Bay to Green Island, people are waking up to a disturbing scene. And now they're asking the tough questions. What exactly is happening in the sea? And even more importantly, are these fish safe to eat? Locals say the situation started earlier this week. At first, it was just a few fish floating, but by the next morning, the shoreline was filled with dead marine life. The community is buzzing with speculation. Some say it's a natural event, others blame chemical pollution, and a few even suggest foul play or secret dumping in the water. And the biggest question on everyone's mind right now, are these fish safe for consumption? Many residents say they're not taking any chances and are calling on the government to step in and investigate. Fish isn't just food here, it's part of the local economy and way of life. Some people recall past incidents where fish washed ashore due to natural causes, like low oxygen levels or algae blooms. But this time, they say, it looks more serious. The scale is larger, and the fear of health risks is much greater.
One, two across there, and still loading the scene.
So far, there's been no official statement from NEPA or the Ministry of Health. Residents are growing frustrated with the silence. They're demanding that authorities inspect the affected areas, test the water, and keep the public informed every step of the way. While the community waits for answers, The message is clear. Be cautious. Don't consume any fish found dead along the shore. Don't gamble with your health, and keep pressing for transparency and action. For those who haven't yet seen the viral footage circulating online, it shows a deeply troubling incident involving a nurse who was violently handled by a man along Mount Airy Main Road in St. Andrew, within the St. Andrew North Police Division. The man seen in the video is currently in police custody and will remain there while the investigation continues. Meanwhile, the nurse involved is receiving medical treatment. According to reports, the incident occurred on Tuesday and involved two individuals, both known to the Mount Airy community, who were involved in some kind of vehicular dispute. The situation quickly escalated, and disturbing footage shows the man aggressively pulling the nurse from her vehicle. In one of the videos, he appears to be holding what seems to be a weapon while a bystander pleads with him to stop. The footage further shows the nurse being thrown to the ground, and in a shocking moment, the man is seen placing his foot on the side of her head before walking away. Throughout the ordeal, the nurse can be heard crying and pleading, asking what she had done to deserve such treatment. Witnesses quickly gathered at the scene and called the police. She was taken to the hospital shortly afterward, and reports suggest the man issued an apology to her following the incident. The individual in question is said to be a well-known figure in corporate Jamaica. While there is speculation about his identity, we will refrain from naming him until official confirmation is provided. However, there are growing concerns within the public that his status might influence the handling of this case. As the investigation continues, many are calling for justice and accountability, and for the law to take its full course without favor. No one, regardless of social or professional status, should be above the law. Let's continue to support the victim and call for fair and transparent legal proceedings.
You see, man, we kick up the nurse, you know what hurt me? Or him stepping at the woman face and put the woman face underneath him, carry with him too, out of order, and that is totally violation. Big violation. I'm a female, I'm gonna rate that. None tall. I want mind the nurse somebody slap something in him face, and it's just the truth to how I feel hurt about it. Him not for gonna jail, you must let him out. Him total. That me a show you say no man pan a wall now to protect no woman, you know. Good thing, a good civilian video it. Else him feel like him with a getaway. And about police, I lock him up. Lock him up, I mind the nurse somebody themselves. They say when the nurse go court, the nurse not for take it so. Him too out of and bet so, you know, like, it's like a girl problem him have. If me even bad drive you as a female, I don't lick your car. Me come out now and the next big man boy money and crutches, you know, like him a fuck the man. I take up gun and give the man after the man gun job. I tell you, son, a boy in a country, you know. Just give until 2026. The whole on our 2028. The whole on our come out on and a man who don't like. When you don't like, no, I'm always said, so the real man, them come like a prison, them there, them dead off. I'm always meds it. Now, man, not too real nowadays, you know. Uno is a wannabe man, uno is man frame. Uno is not no man. I see many man who love put them man pa woman. I tell you, no. Uno is an embarrassment to real man who don't beat woman. And a disgrace to God. Uno for go and live up out of the country, man. I know some of woman never lock them leg when them a bring forth some of. Because some of never come in a love, you know. Any boy where you see always have a problem with woman and everything you want to take out for woman and want the woman. So never when the woman get to no bad getting. Man just cock up on the woman who just come. No for no mother never plan for you, no. Imagine kick up, put the woman up. I'm go America, I see do them with black people. Imagine you was a man and you go step on a nurse. A woman who work in a government field for sure he's a waste man. Some man don't have firearm that for use that tell lie about a business not run. Some man don't forget enough lies of firearm, brother. Cause some have lies of firearm and feel like you can intimidate people. On the worst than God, man. Cause use a firearm all me sure know it's not that them give you firearm for do. For come out for next civilian like yourself, come and beat up people. Me think so business people have lies of firearm for when thief come attack them use them. I think that you have lies of firearm for. Use a man and you want to come at disadvantage a woman who work in a government field. If you are dead, a man in a she have to help you. That me telling you, son, I love nothing from them man nowadays, you know. Oh, that generation are really lost and no big people, and no look about a big grown ass man. And look how you have you don't want nobody take out your mama or have you and do her so. Or your sister and none of your daughter, them bad man. It hurt me about police to hold and pound and lock on. Police to hold and pound and lock on up for make the people, the nurse family, them deal with no case. Because a totally violation that stepping at the woman, they kind of put the woman face underneath the character. You're too out of that. I'm a feel away, I don't know me. I totally feel violated because at the end of the day, I'm a female. And a woman empowerment, I believe in. Some of the man who live up out of the country, you know. I tell them, say, be a waste man. I mean, I want a man come from me because that's how I behave. When I go like man and stand up for woman, it not for be your woman. For you come from a mother, you're supposed to look out for woman, brother. Why you disadvantage woman? Who no love woman, so why that clearly say no love? Nurse, sue him for much money.
You heard it for yourself, and you can feel the pain in her voice. She's not just talking, she's hurting, and she's right. What that man did to that nurse is pure wickedness. Kicking her, stepping in her face, that's not just violence, that's a violation. That's someone's mother, sister, friend, and she was just doing her job. No human deserves that. And what she said about real men, she's spot on. Real men don't beat women. Real men don't use power to hurt. They protect. They stand up. That woman in the video spoke truth, and she said what a lot of us feel but don't always say. That could have been any of our loved ones. And like she said, if you would have reacted the same way, trust me, you're not alone. Because that level of disrespect, that kind of abuse, it shakes your spirit. And don't talk to me about gun license or position or ego. If you're using your power to put a woman down, you're a coward. Plain and simple. That's it for today on Raw Chute Jamaica. You already know. Like, comment, and subscribe for more unfiltered truth. We'll be back with the real stories they don't want you to hear. Stay sharp.